Recently, I received this question in my mailbox. Hi, I was wondering if you have a screener for stocks that have upcoming earnings who are fundamentally strong and have a good track record to surprise at earnings. Now, I have already answered this question, but since I am convinced that other users are also interested in the answer, I decided to make a short video which shows you how to find such stocks with ChartMill. Keep in mind that the different filters I use are only one possibility. There are a lot of other alternatives or variations to this screen. You can add personal touches, technical or fundamental, depending on your own strategy. Now, without further ado, let's move on to the screener page. We usually start with some basic filters, so only US stocks, common stocks, so common stocks only, with a minimum price of $5 to avoid underpriced stocks or penny stocks. And we also apply a minimum average daily volume of at least 300,000 shares traded per day, and this is measured over the last 50 trading days. Now, a specific dollar volume is not available as a predefined filter in ChartMill, but you can easily add one via a custom filter. For example, if you want to define that the dollar volume should be at least 50 million, this is the way to go. So open the custom menu, and then for the left hand side of the comparison, open the drop down menu, and first now I'm going to click this, so select expression, and then for the left hand side of the expression select property, then open the drop down menu again, general last price. For the operator select the multiplication sign, and then for the right hand side of the expression select property once again, open the drop down menu, and then volume. So last price multiplied by volume, and then for the comparison bigger than, and then for the right hand side of the basic comparison select type constant and enter a constant value, in this case 50 million, and hit enter. And now add filter. So in this way we have added a dollar volume filter. Now go back to general. So these are the basic settings. To identify fundamentally strong companies, we use ChartMill's proprietary growth rating. This rating is achieved by examining earnings and sales figures on both a quarterly and annual base. In particular, its evolution and strength are considered to determine the ChartMill growth rating. So open the growth menu, where you can find this screening parameter. We define a growth rating of at least 8 out of 10. We also add a specific relative strength filter, comparing the performance of the stock with all other US stocks in our database. Go to the Performance tab and select the ChartMill relative strength. Change the value to at least 80%. You can read more about relative strength in this article, and I add a link in the description below. A very useful screening feature in ChartMill are the surprise screening filters, which can be found under the Analysts menu. These are possible for both earnings per share and revenue figures, and for this screen we add two filters. For the earnings per share, at least 3 positive surprises in the last 4 quarters, and for the revenue, at least 2 surprises in the last 4 quarters. Now, using all these filters, we currently arrive at 29 stocks. Finally, we still need to fill in the condition that the company in question has to announce quarterly results soon. To do this, open the Other menu and then click on the inverted triangle next to earnings and dividend date, and select then the appropriate option. There are several choices, but for this example I choose the earnings in next 2 weeks option. And as you can see, that narrows it down to just about 10 results. To view the results, there are a lot of different options. You can use the standard 2 charts view, as is shown right now. But what if, in addition to the chart, you want to have insight into the profit and revenue figures? Personally, I have developed some of my own views for this in ChartMill. So, for example, this one, showing the daily chart on the right and the profit and sales figures on the left on a quarterly basis. And this one is a variation where both the daily and weekly charts are shown next to the same figures. And just as you can personalize filters through the custom menu, you can do the same for the view options. To do so, open the drop-down menu next to View in this blue horizontal bar, scroll down and click on Custom. These are all my personal views. If you haven't created your own views yet, this will be blank for your account. Again, scroll down and choose Create 2 or 3 custom column view. 2 if you only want one chart, 3 if you want to display both the daily and weekly chart, and I choose 3 column view here. In the next screen, click the blue button on the far left and select Earnings and Estimates from the menu. Then click the blue button in the middle and select Stock Charts Full Height. Finally, click the blue button on the far right and select Secondary Stock Charts Full Height. Give this view a name and then click on Save View. Now, from now on, this view will be visible via Custom and then via View and then Custom. It will appear in this list. Expanding or modifying existing views is just as easy. To do so, go to the view you want to modify and click on the small pencil icon. Now you can delete certain parts. For example, if I want to delete the secondary chart and confirmation, you can move certain parts, and then you can also add specific other parameters. For example, in this case, I'm going to add some trend moving averages. So the 5, 10, 20, 50, 150 and 200 daily moving average. Confirm selection. Trend. Adding this one and adding another one, a quote. Name can be the same, Save View. And now if I'm choosing this specific screen, it will show the new layout. It's just as simple as that. So hopefully you found this video useful. If so, be sure to give us a like and follow our channel to be notified of new videos. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there are a lot of different screen and view settings that allow you to specifically search and analyze these type of stocks. If you've created a good screen or view yourself, feel free to share it in the comments below. No doubt there are lots of other good ways to get similar results. Thanks for watching. Until next time.